In this video, I'm going to show you why you should never ever pay off your house. Coming right up. Now, this is John Lee. If this is the first time you come across me, my channel is all about personal finance, growing your finances. So if you don't want to miss out on other new content, hit the subscribe button and turn on bell notifications so you don't miss out on the new content. So you're probably thinking, John, this is so contradictory to what a lot of people always talk about, because everyone always wants to pay off their mortgage. They always want to pay off the debts. But there's a smarter way to invest the money. So let's say, okay, let me give you an illustration, all right? Again, I'll keep the figures really simple here, just so you can understand and see how this works. So let's say you've got this property here like this, okay? So this is your house, okay? I know my drawing's not very good, but you know. Can you believe I used to be an animator? All right, so this is the house, and let's say the property is worth 100,000. Okay, so typically what people would do, okay, is they would take, say, 80,000 from the bank, okay, and they would take 20,000 deposit, and that's how they would buy the property. And what people normally do is they'll take like people who already have 100,000, they'll actually have 100,000 and they'll just pay off their entire mortgage, right? But that's not a good use of money, right? Because if you take 100,000, right? Again, let's do another analogy here. All right. So let's say, if I do the calculation, 100,000, let me get the calculator here. 100,000. Right, and let's say the interest rate currently in the UK right now is 2% divided by 12. That means your interest on £100,000 property is actually, let me do this for you. It works out about £166 currently at the time of me recording this video. Well, obviously the interest rates will go up, but at the time of doing this, it's £166, right? So how did I work that out? I just took that amount and I times it by 2% and divided it by 12, and that's what the monthly payments would be. All right. So really, for 100 grand, you're only saving £166 per month, right? £166 per month, which you're thinking, well, John, that's a lot of money. But the smarter way to do this is to not pay off your mortgage. Like, okay, if you've got excess money, then sure enough, pay it off, right? But the goal of this is to grow your money, not to keep your money stuck. Because once that money is in that house, let's say you want to get that 100 grand back out again, what's going to happen, right? You have to sell it, you have to put it on the market. People are going to chip you down on the price. If the economy falls and the property price goes down, if it goes up, okay, fine, you win. But we always want to mitigate that risk. So I'll show you a smarter way to do this, right? So what you actually want to do is you don't want to buy it cash, you want to leverage. So there's a concept called, and you've probably heard of this before, we want to use the OPM strategy. OPM stands for other people's money. So like in the first case I showed you, you want to buy this 100 grand house. Instead of taking that 20,000, sorry, instead of taking the 100,000 and putting it into one house, right? We take the 20,000, okay, 20,000, and then we're going to ask the bank for 80,000. We're going to actually use the bank's money to buy this property, right? Don't forget, you're putting in 20%, so your risk is 20%. If the property crashes, you only lost 20%, right? So who's got the most risk here, the bank or you, right? The bank has the most risk here. So if you're buying this property, right, you've practically bought a property for £20,000. Right? And if the mortgage on this is £166, again, at the time of this, the mortgage rates are really low. It could go up, so it will change. But if you look at an average property for 100,000, you can rent that for about £500. Okay, on average. Okay, let's be even more conservative. Let's say £400. Right? This is why you need to know how to buy in the right location. Right? £400. So if you do 400 minus the 166, it actually means you're making £234, right? Profit. Okay. So you've put £20,000 into this one house, right? And it's only costing you, the mortgage is 100, and this is interest only, by the way, interest only. Now, if you want to do repayment, by the way, 166 times roughly, this is rough figures. If you want to do a repayment, it's 249, right? So you're still in profit. So let's say we do a repayment mortgage. Those of you in the UK watching this, we are in a very good space in the UK because we're allowed to just pay off the mortgage. But let's say you pay off 249. So it's 400 minus 249. That means you're still in profit, 151 pounds, right? So typically what happens in the UK, you normally take a mortgage over 25 years. Right? So that means someone's going to be renting your property over 25 years. And in 25 years, what do you think is going to happen to this property? Right? It's going to go from 100,000 to property doubles in value every 10 to 15 years, roughly. And if you go back in time, you'll see that that has been the case. So, but let's say it takes 20 years to double in value. So it goes from 100,000 to 200,000. But these people that are living in the property have paid off your entire mortgage. Right? That's with a £20,000 investment. So in 20 years, how much has this property made you? 151, right? Profit times, so 151 times 12, okay, times 20. So this property in that time has made you £36,240 profit, right? Not profit, cash flow. Because obviously you have some costs in there as well. But that's how much revenue you've generated. So you've put 20,000 in over 25 years. This is why it's not a get rich quick. You shouldn't be doing like investing in things wanting to get rich quick overnight. It doesn't work like that. It takes time. It took me 10 years to list a company on the stock exchange to get it valued at 30 million euros. 10 years. So any of you that, think that you're going to make money overnight, I mean, yeah, you will make cash flow. You'll definitely, it's quite reasonable to make between 1,000 and 5,000 per month, in my opinion, if you have the right knowledge, easily, right? But you want to become a millionaire, it's going to be pretty tough to do that. And if you just look at this model I'm sharing with you right now, why you should never, like if you got the cash to pay off a house, why you should never do it is because 166 pounds, right? Or 246.49 is a repayment. Repayment means that you're paying off that mortgage. So after 25 years, you don't owe anything on it. But if you're paying interest only, obviously you'll have more cash flow, right? But then you still owe 100,000 at the end of 25 years. So if the conditions are right, then you should always do this. Now, coming back to this example of why you should never pay off your mortgage ever, if you've got 100 grand and you just buy that house cash, you see, by doing it this way, I can take 20,000, I can do that, I can put that into another 4 houses, right? So I can take that 20,000 and I can put that into this house, this house, this house, this house, this house, right? Because what you would do, you would take your 100,000 divided by 20,000. I know I'm talking about a lot of figures here, but by doing this, you can buy 5 houses. So imagine 36,000 times 5, all right? In 25 years, you make 180,000, right? And that means if you've got 5 houses worth 200,000 each that people have paid off times 5, that's 1 million in 25 years. So in 25 years, you'll be a cash millionaire and you're making 180 grand from that 100,000 investment. Now, can you see, if you just bought one house with it, you would not be able to get all this money, right? So this is why you always want to make money work hard for you. This is why, like, if you ever watch my YouTube channel and you've ever come across, I teach all about personal finance. It's all about making your money sweat for you, making your money work hard for you. This is how I became a millionaire, right? Because I make money work hard for me, right? I make money sweat. I make money work hard for me than I work for the money. And I know a lot of you watching this, you're going to see how it makes so much sense to be able to do this, right? Now, you may be thinking, well, John, what if the market crashes? What if it does this? Look, like that's going to happen anyway if you buy a house this way or not this way. But the whole, like if it crashes even worse, you got cash in there, half of that value goes, you only got 50 grand left, right? So this is why you should never buy a house cash or pay off your mortgage if you've got a lump sum of cash, right? Now, there are some ways that you do want to pay off your mortgage, and that's different stories. I'll create another video on that. But again, if you got a lot of value from this, please share this video with your friends, right? Because every friend that I meet, oh, I'm paying off my debt, paying off my mortgage, paying off this, paying off that. I got this lump sum of cash, I'm going to pay it off. That's the worst thing you can do. So don't like you make your money sweat for you. That's the key here. So copy this link, send it to them on WhatsApp, post it on social media, share it, because I want to educate your friends on this as well. And if you like this, hit the like button right now, and because it will help YouTube show you more of my videos. And if you don't want to miss out on all of my new videos, hit the subscribe button and turn on bell notifications so you don't miss out on all the new videos. Now, if you've got any questions about what I've told you, I'm sure you have a lot of questions, leave a question below and I'll personally come in and answer those questions for you as well. And what I'll do, I'll link some videos here and here, and I'll put a subscribe button up here as well. So make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on the new content I create. It says John Lee, the author of Business. And by the way, we also run a lot of these masterclass. If you're interested in my next masterclass, click the link below this video and there'll be a link there, and you can register for my next masterclass. It's completely free. You'll learn a lot of these principles of starting businesses and doing it the smart way. So it's John Lee, the author of Business Hack. Bye for now.